You've talked so much about being on the leading edge, that we are ever expanding, that we're eternal beings. And in that broader and important context, so many people have made such a big deal, hoopla, about this year, about this next couple of years. Is humanity really, as a whole, on the cusp of a quantum leap in consciousness?
Well, we've been calling it the time of awakening, the time of realizing who you really are. It certainly is a time of more deliberate awareness and a time of greater sensitivity to that broader perspective. But in regards to the big thing that people are making about this year, we think that it would be appropriate in every new year or every year coming to make a big thing about it, because the leading edge really is where all of the attention is. And the reason that we put the word awakening into it is because humanity has always had access to this non-physical energy stream. But if you're not consciously aware of it, you're not awake to it. And so it's the kind of things that we've been talking about in this gathering that make the answer to your question unequivocally yes. But it's not because it has changed from the non-physical viewpoint. It's that more humans are becoming consciously aware of their relationship with what is non-physical. We've been talking about it recently in stronger terms in this way. What you see through your physical eyes is a given. In other words, you've come to an agreement about what sight is and what sound is and what smell is and what taste is and what touch is. But almost no one has been making the association between the emotions that they are feeling and their relationship with what is non-physical. And as more of you are doing that and beginning to, taste is the wrong word, but it seems appropriate, to taste the subtlety of the non-physical energy, that's really what's happening. It isn't that things are changing so much, it's that your ability to see them is changing. You're tuning your frequencies higher and higher so that the crevasse or gap between what is physical and what is non-physical is less, and the awareness of what is non-physical is more. That's what's happening.
So it's not so much a quantum leap as the subtlety.
Quantum leaps are never a good idea. Humanity hardly ever adjusts in less than a century after a quantum leap.
Yeah.
You really don't want a quantum leap. And really, you can't have a quantum leap. Quantum leaps are sort of a fictional way of describing leaping into something that you've been wanting for a long time. But the thing is, and it's annoying to most of you, that unless you are in the vibrational vicinity, you're not going to realize it.
Yeah.
And so you can't not realize it and then jump into the realization of it. Sometimes exaggerated contrast causes you to launch a really big rocket, which is sort of like a quantum leap. But you rarely maintain your vibrational relationship with that rocket that you've fired off, because what's surrounding you that caused you to launch the rocket is usually more dominant, and you settle right back into that practiced belief system, you see. And so a quantum leap could only occur if life caused you to launch a big rocket and somehow you were able to completely forget everything else. A lobotomy would help. But you lose so much in the process of that. Your vibration would raise, but your recognition of things would not be satisfactory, you see. So it's much better. Meditation is the closest process to quantum leaping that we know. Going general is the closest process to quantum leaping that we know. And because life has caused you to put all of this vibrational reality over here in your vortex, so what are you going to do to get ready for what's ready for you? Well, a quantum leap would be nice, but a quantum leap is not a practical thing. You don't jump vibrational frequencies like that. You ease your way into them, you see.
So it's already there, obviously, it's just aligning with that.
It's all about aligning, which is what we are calling the art of allowing. The art of allowing that broader perspective that is really you, that you have been honing for all of the days of this life and long before. It's the art of allowing yourself to be in vibrational sync with all that you have become, and therefore with all that we are, and therefore with that which is source energy. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yes, indeed.